Just how does this Texas team look compared to the ones y'all faced the last few years? Is there any difference?
Gosh.
And obviously Holmes gone
Yeah.
for a little bit, but
A year older, more mature, play very, very well together. They're just a hard-nosed Texas team, and watched quite a bit of them, and they're very good. They're very good.
That backcourt obviously has been a strength for them. Have you seen any difference this season? Has there been any improvement, or what do you really need to be on?
Well, they've improved just because they're older, and they just work extremely hard. Just work extremely hard, and when you've been together, their backcourt, you play very well together, and they know each other. So they've just got a great experience, and there's nothing like time and playing together and getting that great experience that helps you and gives you a lot of confidence.
Holly, you guys have talked a lot about how different this year is, the players and yourself, but yet you go back to last year, and last year's team thrived in games against big opponents.
Yeah.
What was it about those games last year that brought the best out in that team, you think?
The thought of that team, we were going to get beat. I think last year the teams we should have won, we didn't appear to get up for those games. We got up for the games we weren't supposed to win, and that's what brought us inconsistency. Mm-hmm. And this year's team has been very consistent. We've played well against teams we were supposed to beat. We've played well against teams that were very competitive. So I've seen a very even keel of play for us, just because we approach every game the same, and that's been a really, really positive for us.
having those championship teams back this weekend, will anybody be talking to the team today or tomorrow before
Absolutely.
the game or anything?
Absolutely. They'll have the opportunity just to meet our players and get to know them. The players coming back just want to make sure they want to meet our players, and not so much, they're not going to be coaching them, they're just going to show them their support. And I think it's awesome. It's awesome to understand the Our Lady Vol brand and the sisterhood that we have being a Lady Vol. It's truly special. And when you bring your alumni back, you can feel it, you can see it, and I know our kids are looking forward to it.
What do you think of that? When you look at this going up against Texas, what are the key battle lines, I guess? Where are the areas where this game you think is going to be decided?
They're great defenders. They'll turn you over, which leads to what I think is one of their best parts of their game, their transition offense, and they're tremendous rebounders. So got to take care of the ball. We got to keep them off the boards, and we got to make them try to play in a half-court game.
Coach, it's the 1987, 1997, 2007 teams. Obviously, all three tremendous teams. Is the 1987 one kind of the most special, though, only because it was the first one?
Well, probably so. It took a while for us to win a championship. We had been to the Final Four and in championship games for a long time and didn't win them. So to get that opportunity, it was special. It was special. It's your first one, and so then you get hungry and want more and want more and want more. But that set the tone for the rest.
This is your last home game for about 3.5 weeks. What went into kind of designing the schedule that way? Just when obviously exams, and you'll have the California trip, but it seems like a long break time.
Yeah, exams. We always take every other year we go to the West Coast. We've got 2 games out there, then we'll take a break. The SEC schedule kind of starts a little early, so we couldn't get a game in between. So we've had some games here, but exams kind of dictate what we need to do.
How will y'all handle things just to make sure the team kind of stays fresh? There aren't a whole lot of games, period, between that 3.5 week stretch.
We'll practice. We'll just do what we've been doing. We'll practice. We'll scrimmage. Prepare for Long Beach. Prepare for Stanford. Take a break, and then we will get after starting our SEC and prepare for Kentucky. So we'll just do what we've been doing, especially in the preseason or fall season, you break down, you do fundamentals, you do a lot of shooting, you do a lot of different defensive breakdowns, and you just get better. You get better.
Coach, it's December 10th tomorrow, so I mean it's a big game. No
Yeah.
no way around
Yeah.
that top 2,
Absolutely.
4 team, but it's also December 10th. How do you get the team to get ready for this one? Whatever happens, the outcome, but then I mean starting Monday, you got to get ready for Long Beach State. How do you kind of get the team to realize it is a big game, but this is not the be-all to end-all game?
Well, that's not the feel of this basketball team. We've been really good at taking one game at a time. We were excited about this game, obviously. It's a measuring stick for us, but our kids, the outcome is not going to determine how our year's going to go. So regardless of win or lose, we're going to go back to work, and that's just how this team is operated. Whether we've won big, we've not won big, we go back to work, and that's what I love about this team. They get the win, and then we go back and focus and get ready for the next game, and that's what makes me excited about this basketball team.
You get with 5 basically kids playing their first year here. This is, I mean, with all the other things going around this weekend,
Yeah.
these teams in here and such. Is there any concern they might be distracted, or or maybe be too hyped up for the game, or?
Have not seen it. It's their personality. They don't get. I don't think they don't get too high and they don't get too low. They attack the game of what we're doing, and they just that's just their demeanor, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They stay in the moment, and that's a great thing for a basketball team.
With 3 seniors, you expect that, of course, Courtney, Mercedes, and Jamie. But is that a little bit unusual for the freshmen to already have reached that level of maturity?
I think that our seniors have been great leaders and have prepared them, and I'm sure there'll be a little bit more hype tomorrow than they have been for our other games, but. They're going to settle in and just play the game. They've been in big situations, not in this, but in comparably to them when they played in high school. They've played big games. So we'll see how they handle it. I can't imagine them handling it any different.
You kind of alluded to Texas, and they'll turn you over and such.
Yeah.
Do they you expect this game to be a high tempo game, because this team seems to have thrived in that, or do you think they'll want to kind of control the tempo a little bit?
I think it's going to be an up and down game. That's what we want. That's what they want. But then they want to slow us down, and we want to slow them down. So I would expect it's going to be an up-tempo, athletic, physical basketball game.
This is a fun team to watch. I really hope the fans turn out tomorrow. And I mean, this is the tempo of both teams should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for fans to come out and see an excellent basketball team in Texas. They're ranked 2 in the country because they're good, and it's a great measuring stick for us to see how good we are. So, great opportunity to see women's basketball, I think, at its best, and we get the opportunity to play here in Knoxville.
I saw Coach Fulmer was here yesterday. What did he have to say to you guys, and were you happy that he came by and visited with the
Of
team?
course. It was good to see him. I think it was great for our kids to put their eyes on our new athletic director. He, positive, just wanted to show his support, and I appreciate that, and to make sure that they are not getting lost in all the football search, that he's proud of the team, and they're extremely important at this university. So I was excited he came by, and just
Did the players have any questions for him, or was it just him talking?
they didn't. It was just him talking, and they all afterwards got up and introduced themselves to him and individually, and said they appreciated being here. So it was a good day.
I mean, you've known Coach Fulmer for years, so
Yeah.
is there a level of comfort too with him being in the AD's
Well, sure.
office?
He's he's been here for a while. I've been here for a while, so there's something to be said about a person that's lived and breathed this program and been here I mean, I've been here as a player, he's been here as a player. I've been here as assistant, he's been here as assistant. I've been a head coach, he's been a head coach. So there's a lot of love and an understanding of tradition from both of us because we've lived it. We know how important it is to us. And we want everybody else to know how special this place is. And I think he's the person to get that out there and understand that this university is awesome. We have a great chancellor. We have a great administration. We're building championships, and that's what we all thrive to do. Every sport. And I think we're heading in the right direction.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Coach.
All right.